All right, I think we're I think we're live. Ayo everybody, I'm Braxton Wise. This is Third Copy Studio. We need to move that out of the way. So I don't even have my desktop set up. Okay. What are we doing today? I am working on Knell. It's gonna be a long road. There, I need to rename this file. It's so hard to see that other one. Okay. Where's my rough? I'm gonna have to draw a bus. You know what I mean? Today is bus day. Page 1, L0. Why did I just name that 0? Okay, there's no bus in this one, but I don't know, I think that's about as good as that one's getting before I start to ink it. Let's move you over. Alright, so this is what's going on. Let's try to figure out a bus. What are we looking for? Metro. They're basically flat, right? This is like the old-timey school bus style. These like real buses. Real buses are flat, right? Yeah, it just kind of rounded off at the front corner. It's like a big box with rounded curves. Alright, so I was just lowering the opacity because of the frames. In no way was I actually ready to ink that. Okay. What have I got? Pencil. This probably should be wider. Okay, so like this. What on earth was I using before? I was not using this pencil. There's no way I was using that pencil. Maybe I was using this one. Yeah, I was using that one. Right. Also have no clue how all this is gonna look at print size. Of course, this probably will not be printed except for my own use. So I'll have like a single copy printed off. That's one thing that Amazon KDP is good for, is having like test copies printed. It's not good for anything else, but it is good for doing physical copies, especially if you need to do that for copyright application. Wow, look at that wheel. Don't judge the wheel. There we go. I don't like that one pencil. It's just too scratchy. Okay, this does not need to be perfect. So here's the box. Maybe it should be over here more. Maybe this needs to be, it's kind of like a side view. That wheel's not going to be there like that. Well, we're on the other side. Let's see. It is back a bit. I feel like we wouldn't even see it here. This could be even narrower. Like that. Let's see. What do we have? Go back this way. Bus. Yeah, like a grill. Doing 1 point or 2 point? I guess 1 point. It's gonna be very blocky. Would that lean back a little bit? Don't they kind of lean back a little bit? That's too complicated of a shape. That's a tangent, but does it matter? Like, are we really caring about tangents right now? Okay, bus. Wheel. I don't know if I should do that wheel there though. What shaky, nasty lines. Wonder what I'm gonna do for the actual line width on this. I really don't know what this is gonna look like if it gets printed out. So I'm not really sure what line thickness to use for these things. I should probably be using some other brush. Probably. Let's see. Is that how that's gonna go? I just need to be that extreme, is it? No. Yeah, like little lights on top, something like that. Okay. Can you ever see the driver in here? Well, let's just black out the windows. Right? Then you can't see the driver. Then we don't have to draw a driver. Also, we need to have some kind of I should have that level. With this window, I think. Is this gonna be on a horizon line? Yeah, we'll just make that the horizon line. Something like that. So it's less squarish. And how do we do headlights? There, we'll make it like a pair of angry eyes. I don't know what this is, it's just decoration. Don't they have like a windshield wiper thing? Something like that, I don't know. I don't know if we should if I should even do that. Like, does that even need to be there? What if we just continue this over? And just do one box. Yeah, let's do that. And rather than deal with this, I don't have anything on these layers, so I don't need to worry about these. We'll just delete these instead of adjust them. No, wait a minute, I can adjust. Let's see if we can just do that. Just to get some practice in using the tool. The object tool, I think. Does that have to be clicked? Yes. What if we do that? It doesn't matter. Does it matter? I don't know. And that moves the whole thing. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm good with that. You gotta make the hard decisions. This needs to be epic. Maybe we'll just finish this tire. Let's see, this is about where one would be, and then is this one gonna be a fancy one and have like a door on the other side? This was just a border thing. All right. There. Indicate a little bit more roundness. Start to refine this a little bit. And yeah. How's that? No, it wouldn't wipe the whole thing, right? Okay. Here's Knell and hold on, am I gonna do this with a tool or just it's gonna suck? No, that's not awful, but it's easier to just use the smart tool thing. How far back is this gonna go? The whole thing. It's a freaking bus, Braxton. Hey yo, it's a freaking bus. What do they call this? I don't know. I call it a brush preview or stroke preview, but I don't know what this is. It's such a new thing that they added. The sort of raster edit for your lines. I feel like this is like a temporary vector. And if you touch down outside of it, then it just becomes a regular raster. It's pretty convenient. But then again, it kind of takes a hand-drawn look at things, which sometimes that's a good thing. There. And sometimes not. I think that needs to be tankier. And I don't know, does this need like vents or something? I don't know. Ventilation. This is still more than what we would see, but I still want to see it because if this is, I mean, this is pure side view, right? Pure silhouette. There's no way we would see this. Especially right here. It would have to be like if this is the center of the frame. I mean, yes, we make this the focal point, kind of force it, but really, this thing would probably be almost purely in profile. I think it'd be like, you know, like this or something. It'd be much shorter. Should I do that? No, it's fine. Hold on, what was I undoing? There. Should be like fancy. Do they have like freaky slanted windows, or are they all straight up and down? I don't know. This is like a... I don't know. Where does he even live? How about that? Eh. They do have that wraparound window thing sometimes. Why am I making this a weird rounded window? I know, it's my bus. I do what I want. Apparently, this is what I want. So I'm gonna say the driver gonna be right there. So we'll have like a little thing here. And they're usually just black all the way through. You know, just all tinted so you can't see who's too poor to have a car. No. Don't say things like that. Sometimes a bus makes more sense than a car. Of course, not where I live. Running lights, I don't know what these are. How many will these have? This is a bit small. Okay, let's move this out to where it makes sense, right? Because all this kind of has to overhang, because on the other side you're gonna have the walk-up door, which is right next to the driver. So you gotta be right here. This has to be back behind the driver. Is that about right? It's probably much bigger. Like that, maybe? Alright, so then we have another one. Don't they overhang off the back a bit? like the back end be just right at here. Okay, roughly. Let's fix that a little bit. Why am I making this wheel so small? That's because I'm trying to get it to fit into here, that's why. I'm gonna put that sign up there by him. Let's clear that. I need a smaller brush. I try making the mask a little bit shorter. You can see his hair. Let's see, what do I have this on? About 10. That feels about right for this. Put a collar on him. A tie. There's that bench app. Needs to be lower. Maybe down here instead. We'll work on the face. Mask. It's a mask. There's the edge. How far off the ground should they be? Hey, Siler, welcome in. I'm doing okay. We're making a bus today. Really, these don't need to be like this. I could just go straight down. I don't know why it has to lean back that way though. I could have it do this. Well, this is page 2. So we're still, this is the rough. I roughed in like 5 pages. So now I'm starting to clean up like I did with this one. Although I have no idea what brush size I used for this. You know what I used for this? Like the whole freaking time, I used my... Didn't I use my 3rd coffee brush? Yeah, I think I did. I don't know if I should just keep using that or not. Yeah, I probably should. I hope you're doing well. Also, thank you. I'm not sure how we're going to do these. I'll probably just do something like that. It's just easier to draw that angle. It's easier to do this more consistently though. It's just background mess. Where are we at? Didn't I have another page where we were sort of at a street corner? I think we're on a street corner. Yeah, these wheels have problems. Now let's go thinner. I don't like where that's sitting. Okay. Let's make this, well, I always come up to this problem. I don't really know how big to make my line weight, and I don't want to come over here and do it. But I can never just nail it. I don't want to have to do that. Like, I don't want to have to come over here and manually size the thing. Also, I'm never sure how this is going to show. Okay. Mr. Player, welcome in. It's about here. Let's see. Yes, the bus is currently being constructed. You have plenty of time. I don't really know what to use for these. I'm always like moving back and forth. I really can't ever settle on a brush. Ever. Or a brush size. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of floundering here. Because I feel like every brush I'm using is going to make me have to go back and redo it. Something like that. Ugh. Everything just looks like some stringy mess. I don't really know how to get a brush that works like this. That works right. I really don't want to have to pencil everything with actual pencil and paper. It's annoying to scan stuff in, which I don't like doing. Yeah, they're too skinny, or too wide, or too gross. Yuck. I disappoint myself a lot. All right. Wait, what? I'm sorry. It is hot. It has been pretty hot. We've been pretty decent. At least the last couple of days were pretty cool. Let me do this. I think that's about right. Not quite. Eventually I'll figure out what I'm doing. It's just not going to be today. That can be the wheel well. Okay. There's this grill. And there's this weird bump that I put on it. And then these weird lights. Okay. And then these freaky lines that I felt like I had to put on there. Is it bus-like yet? This wheel is disgusting. Okay, so where you're gonna be up over here, I guess. Sort of about where you stand. Yeah. Steps are a little uneven. It's hard to get that. Maybe you just jump. It's a low step. How does that work on a bus? You should have like a little step right here. I don't know. I feel like this whole thing needs to be raised up more. These lines don't work very well. We'll just make this the bench thing. It'll just be straight across. I should not still be working these things out, but guess what? I am. It's just too tall. This bench is the worst bench ever. I don't know if the other one, you can't really see her very well. Maybe that's better. Miss the mark every time, Braxton. Try harder to miss. Hey, just use your stupid little cheat. Wow. There. Her eye is wrong. Crap. Why is this like this? What is wrong with this brush? Well, of course. No wonder. This line is no thinner. If I don't do them thinner, though, I can't see them. If I don't do them thicker like this, I can't see them, I guess. I don't know. Eventually, I'll figure this out. It's either higher or lower. You count the hours. No. Let's do it this way. Where's the bench at? Like that. Kind of a 2-point perspective here. No, that's kind of, that's 1 point, but that's only if the point is right here in the center. Right? I don't like switching my eraser for this reason, because then I forget that I have the brute force eraser going. Yeah, I'm not sure how else we're gonna make that bench any better. far down are these? Yeah, about like that. Again, I don't like connecting stuff like that. I'll probably back off when I ink this so it doesn't actually contact her face. I'll just stop short of it, just so you know that stays out of the way. Alright, so then we need steps. Should there be that many steps? Yeah. And then they got like a thing. I mean, we're going way too up in here with this angle. Like it's going too much like that. Like a railing thing in here, right? There's like a wall. This perspective was really, really bad. But that's how it's gonna be for today. The driver will be in here. Is that our horizon line now? And what else? I know I'm gonna mess with that wheel for eternity. When all I have to do is just use a figure tool for it. Let's see. And we don't really need a background. We could do something. You know, like a building. Something like that. And where's he at? This bench has gotten much larger. My buses have one step, but it's a weird wheelchair lift and transfer. Wait, really? Transformer Decepticon thing. So wait, you're saying everybody gets lifted onto the bus? It isn't just like a separate spot, like further down, like like a separate door. Okay, so we need to make this shorter, right? Okay, there's the sign. And then here's angry lady. Wait, no, folks, hold on. No, just folks using wheelchairs get to use. Oh, well, it's a separate. Wait, it's just a step. So it's just it. Okay, I thought everyone got to use the lift part of it, so everyone else has to just leap up into it with one step. If you're in a wheelchair and you get lifted in, but everyone else has to just. I don't know how that's fair. It's the back of his head. I don't know how else to show it. It's just hair. You can't really see the mask. 1726. Buses are from 1726. Did they even have buses in 1726? I feel like maybe not. I don't think we were even a country yet, were we? Okay, so then there's... We'll just keep it vague. Just the back of the driver. He's got his New York hat on. Maybe we'll make him. Maybe this will be Manhattan. Although, if I say it's in Manhattan, then I probably have to make it accurate to Manhattan, right? Isn't that what they do in all the DC comics? Hey, I'm busting over here. That's the guy. That's our New York bus driver. You know what we need to do? We need to come up with a place for him to live in, because it is our world, but it's a different version. It's a world in which all of this craziness is real. Of course, the current world has a lot of craziness, and I plan to include a lot of that. It's gonna be kind of current, and yet its own thing. It's like it's its own universe, but it's also in this universe. It's, you know, like how Superman is sort of in this universe, except, you know, like Superman lives in our world, right? Our Earth. Except that his Earth somehow has superheroes flying around. Magical beasts and such. And this will have, you know, some stuff like that in there too. I know, it'll probably be boring. Probably no one will like it. And that's fine. Well, it's not fine, actually, but, you know, it's nothing I can do. If people don't have good taste, well, I can't do anything about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't bus drivers just sleep in the back of their own bus? Like a sleeper? like one of those semi-sleepers? It's up here. He just crawls up in here and lays down. Like those Japanese those Japanese hotels where it's just like a thing, like a coffin that you sleep in. You just crawl inside a hole in a wall. Yeah, little coffin apartment, right. He just crawls up in there. You just access it from here. It's like a little loft. See, even a window, so he can see out. Honestly, this would be the best thing, like when the zombie apocalypse happens. Like I've been reading up, right? I've been studying, and I feel like when the zombie apocalypse happens, you probably want something like this, because it's mobile. Zombies can't really get inside. It's meant to be blocked from the inside. You can just lock that little, you know, arm thing that opens the door, right? It's pretty sturdy. You could just live in it. You could drive it around if it's got some gas. You know, like an RV. Except more roomier. Right? More spacious. Okay, how's this? Kind of cleaned up-ish. More cleaned up-ish than this one is. I'll tell you that. Okay, so let's save this one. This is the first page. Now, look. We basically have this thing called the 2-panel test. And if you've got, if you can grab someone's attention within the first 2 panels, then you've got them hooked, right? I don't think this grabs me. I mean, I think like being attacked by birds, that grabs me, but I'm weird. It takes at least 3 frames or 3 panels before anything good happens. But I feel like that's okay. Right? You can't be like, nope. Fail. First 2 panels. No. This is just the title panel. It doesn't count. Just like, nope, I'm not reading the rest at all because you didn't grab me with these 2, so no. But then what if this one, like, does this even pull anyone into the story? I don't know. I feel like probably not. What was I using on this? I had the pencil thing. Darn it. Stupid eraser. It's not making me have to resize you all the time. Can't you just know what size I need? Well, now, I don't know if that... Because they're way back here. Like, they're approaching. So right here, we've got birds in the distance. And he's like... Here, this is how we're going to do... Excuse me, but... There. I was gonna hand draw the panels, not panels, but word bubbles. hand. But what I need to do is put a backing underneath them, and that's going to be difficult to do. The 3-panel is a slow burn. Do people really apply? I mean, I've heard of this 2-panel test, but do people really apply this? Okay, I'm going to sit here and doodle on this all day, and it's not really... It's not clearly penciled, of course, but... We're just trying to get it out there. We're going One Punch Man. And I'm still messing with this. I have to make myself stop. Okay, stop, Braxton. Leave it alone. Also, her hair is... I don't know if I like this. Yeah, I'm still not sure how I'm going to do this. Because I would like to do the boxes, word boxes on top. You know, like fully hand drawn. And not good hand drawn either. Like, you know, like exactly like what I'm doing. I could type in the letters like that. See, that's kind of what I want to do. Because he wants her to move. See, something like that. That legible. I feel like not. I feel like it'd be easier to put in the text and then a box. Right. Yeah, I kind of like that. Should we have some words in here? Beat it. Kid. I don't think that's right. Shouldn't talk people like that. I don't know. I have no clue what we're doing here. This isn't supposed to have dialogue at all. Okay, I'm still messing with this page and I shouldn't be. Hey, next. Welcome in. That's no problem. It's good to see you. You missed the whole drawing of the bus. We drew a bus. Sort of. That's my best bus so far. We're just working on the other pages that I roughed in. I think I roughed in like 4 or 5 pages the other day, like last week, which I should be working on this off stream. I just have other stuff to do, and it's difficult to get my head in order enough to do these. I am working on a schedule because I realize that I am a scheduler, not because I love it, but because scheduling, if I take it very seriously and force myself to stay on the schedule, I'll build it in like muscle memory. That way it's not work anymore. Of course it's work anyway, but you know, it's what I did with streaming. Because if it was just up to me to do it when I felt like it, then I would just stream once every 6 months or just intermittently like a lot of people do. Not naming names, in case any of those people are watching. Some people disappear for 3 to 6 months at a time. So, you know, I made it like a thing. No, not like you. You have reasons. That's completely different. You have like legit reasons, man. But it's just the ones that are the kind of like lazy hippie streamer. Just, oh, I'll just do it when I'm feeling it, man. Right? So I had to nail myself down to a schedule, and that's when I did the stream a day challenge. This is Braxton Lore. So I did the stream a day challenge, which is to stream every day for a year, and I did. And that's why I did it, was to build it in muscle memory. In fact, man, do you have any idea how hard it was for me to cut my schedule like I've done? Just enormously difficult, because every day it became this knee-jerk reaction. I would just get up and feel like I was doing something wrong when I wasn't streaming. I would have anxiety over it because it was just so built into me. And that's what I have to do with drawing, I think. Because I draw every day, but I don't always work on the same project. I'm always kind of scattered. Imagine that, scattered Braxton. Alright, I'm still screwing around with this one. Really, I'm just messing with those wheels because I have nothing better to do. I think this is okay. I think this is sort of okay. At least we clean this one up a bit. The routine is necessary. It's not that I love it. It's just that the ADHD is so bad that I'll never do it if I wait for motivation. So it's just something I realized about myself, that I can kind of program myself to do it if I just have a schedule, and it's not the kind of schedule like do 2 hours of this a day, do 1 hour of that. It doesn't work that way. It has to be do 2 hours of this at this time of day. So I don't have, like I have actual time slots during the day for stuff. If I don't do that, I'll never get done. So it kind of sucks because I don't like it. I don't like forcing myself into a schedule. But it's really the only way it works for me. It's the only way I can trick my brain into being productive, I guess. Let's see, what page is this? Is 2. Right. Now, I feel like this is... It looks like he's kicking her, but he's gonna walk on top of her. Right? Wait, 100... Hold on. I only disappear when I've been abducted by evildoers. I worry about you. You say things like that and then I get worried. About every 3 months rolls around, I'm like, I hope 100 is okay. And then right there, he pops in at the quarterly proof of life. Hold on. There, quarterly proof of life visit. Like that even programmed me. In the back of my brain, there's a little calendar, a little 100-player calendar. And every 3 months, it's like, I wonder where 100's at. Hope he's alright. And then he pops in. You like the bus? Okay. I was worried about the bus. I was doing it like a school bus or something, right? With the, I don't think school buses even have that anymore, do they? I don't know, probably the really old ones. But, the ones that are still in use. So, I think it's okay. I tried to match this, but, the perspective is a little funky. But they are basically just a box, which is good, because the front end I was drawing on it is a little bit hard to draw. So, it's better that they're simpler than I thought they were. I've only ever been on a mass transit bus, like, once. Yeah. I'm thinking once ever in my life. But it wasn't the local, it was a long distance bus, right? So probably not even an express or whatever. Cuz this got me, it was a long distance bus. This went like a couple 100 miles. Well, I guess that's not true. When I was in Amsterdam, there was some stuff like that, but I didn't really leave the hotel room. So I didn't really get a good idea of what that was like. How do we do ears from the back? So anyway, here's my problem is that she's over here, right? Foot. Forgot that I didn't put a foot on this hag. Okay, so what, like, okay, how do I do this? Right? A coach bus? I guess. I don't really know. Is that what that is? The like the travel buses, where you got like luggage things underneath. You shove like a suitcase under the thing, and like from the outside, they pull off a panel or something like that. They do something. They put a bag or two in there, and then you're off. Okay, I guess that's what I had. We have buses here. It's just they're more in the metro, you know, like the downtown metro area. This is a big city. This city is like a. Hold on, I don't think I need him in the window. We're just gonna avoid drawing this guy for now. In the KC metro area, it's big. It's all big. The city is so freaking large. You basically have like downtown, which is city, like full-on city. You know, where like 100 Player and Nixt, you know, both city mice, would absolutely feel comfortable. 100%. One-way streets everywhere, road construction, that kind of thing. Crazy traffic, you know, because you only have like a block. You have like lights every block. So in some places, so you have to be aggressive if you drive down there, because you have to get over, because you have like one block to get over, and if someone's not letting you over, you're gonna have to circle and come back around and try another time. You'd probably feel at home down there. But then further out you have suburban type areas, even though they're not a suburb, they just feel like it because it's not the condensed city. Oh, they used to even have the cattle yards downtown, right? Because this city used to have like a whole meat packing industry in it, and so they have these huge concrete fenced off cattle yards down there, which are defunct at this point. The music of endless car horns. Oh god, I really yuck. Like I lived further up towards state line, Kansas state line. I used to live out there because my job was out that way, and it I don't know what this arm is trying to do right now. I haven't really done any construction on him. I'm also trying to figure out how he's walking on top of her. You know, because she's not in the way. Also, I just sidetracked in the middle of my story. Like, how did she get right in front of him? Why on earth is he walking on top of her? Maybe he just kicks her. Is it maybe that's just like too rough? Maybe that too rough? If we show gore, I guess we have to go to like an 18+ channel. Right? We can't show gore. But can we show like a little bit of violence and still be a regular channel? I mean, it's not like we have like a kid-friendly thing, but we are sort of safe for work, right? So I'm not sure. Because I can't settle on eyes. Where was I at? Knell's villain arc. Well, okay, surprise, surprise. Knell is going to be kind of an anti-hero. I say that knowing that most people don't realize that I like anti-heroes. So we'll back up a little more and say I like anti-heroes. And not to call him out, but Woo Woo knows that I like anti-heroes. I was sort of talking to Woo Woo, even though Woo Woo's not here. So I was actually talking to Woo Woo, who isn't here today. Oof. No. There. God, these erasers are just never small enough. They're either too small or not small enough. Can I just say that? Let me give him a longer beak. There. He can nudge her, but how do we know he's just nudging her? You know? This is her fault. I hope she knows that. We're literally developing the character as we go. And developing his world. There will be superheroes. Again, they'll be more like anti-heroes. This whole world, this is just gonna be Braxton's world, alright? This is literally the world inside my head. We're just gonna go for it. And if you all get freaked out, well, I'm sorry. If it's too much, I don't know how to help you. Because it's gonna get weird. It's just whatever craziness is in my head, and that's what this world is gonna be. Is it just me, or does this eraser keep getting larger? There. So look, we need something like maybe he comes over and kicks her in the side. Because he's just gonna be a jerk. We're just gonna make him a jerk. He is an anti-hero. Okay. I don't want that to look like a mouth. Twice? Wait a minute. Hold on. Your monocle. Right in the kidney. So I don't know. We have to figure out what he's doing. Also, I need to use fewer curves. We need more straight lines. She's wearing a hoodie. Little construction here. Stupid eraser. Let's just do this so I can just bring all this down a little bit. That's the hip. I made her way too big. Okay. She's wearing like a jumpsuit. Do the birds drag her over to make a nice bust? Well, I feel like that would need another panel to show that. Like we need birds yanking her this way, at least in this panel. And she just... We're gonna have birds sitting here, sitting on her. She needs to be more in front of him, but it's difficult to draw this, and because the only thing is you wouldn't see the bench anymore. I mean, you wouldn't see her through the bench. We could do slats, you know, and then you could see little bits of her through it. But I don't know about that. So I don't know. How much of a jerk is he gonna be? Make it just heal. I don't even know what he's wearing. He's got a suit on, but I haven't really figured that out yet. It's not really a suit, it's just like slacks. Here, we'll do like this. With a belt. I don't like the arm being out here. Like he's trying to balance himself. It goes up this way. The thing that has helped me, although it's not evident now, but the thing that has helped me construct characters lately is doing this this thing where I make the joints like a ball and socket. So everything is like a cylinder with a sphere in it, right? See, so as things connect, this is how I'm thinking of them. And when I do the circle, I'm also thinking of, you know, this. I'm just not drawing the whole thing. And this has helped me. I think this is a good system. Oh, in fact, I was designing a superhero for this world. And I was using that to try and figure out how to position him. He's like in a flight thing. And it actually helped a lot. No, well, it is. Yeah, how does that go? Where does the wheel go? It goes back behind this, right? So then we don't do this. Just trying to think of ways to get his assault charge reduced. Well, the thing is, we should that should be a thing. We should have a thing where that comes up later in the story. Like maybe she makes a complaint, and later in the story he has to go to court over this. If we're going here, we have to go all the way off page. Because we're getting... This is the bleed, and this is the trim. So everything would get cut off here. Oh. AC's kicking on again. Right. And that'll be the last time for the day, well, before peak time, and then I'll shut off the AC and we go downstairs. I am miserly with my AC. I also use that basement room to great effect. Man. Do not live in the Midwest without a basement, because they're wonderful for keeping cool. Well, it's not a full, I mean, I do have a basement, but it's not, the room I have is a, it's kind of like an upper area where the pantry and the laundry room are before you get down to the basement. It's still got concrete foundation for the front and back wall. It shares the foundation with the house as part of the walls, and so it's a very cool room. It doesn't even get over like 80 down there, even when it's like 100 outside. It's normally like somewhere in the 70s down there. There. See, now we're a little closer to him. I can show that this might be hair. I just want to show the backs of the ears. This is what I've been kind of struggling with. There. I'll get better with drawing him with time, I think. Maybe he could flip her off and kick her. You know? Like, if I think about what would I want to do? Like, how would I handle this? Would I stand over her and be like, this is what you get? Or what? Like, what would I do? How would I handle this? Okay, here's Tommy. Trying to draw her chest. There, just coming out like weirdness. There. I just still don't know if that's working, but okay, so if this is the hip. Yeah, this is all too a little too far. It needs to be you wouldn't even see the knee over here. It's gonna be flat. where the gluteus maximus is pressing into the ground. And the knees can be right about, yeah. How do we do a shoe? It's gonna get cut off. I don't even know what to do with these stupid shoes. Yeah, like something like that. But it still looks like he's kicking her. Like, the thing is, he literally just walked over to here. He literally just walked to her in order to stomp on her. This here. So, like that. How far out? Like this? Can we do, like, can you flip her off? How do you do that? How do you do a flip off hand? Is this where the thumb is? Hold on, hold on. I know I'm getting weird on my mic here. It's because I'm leaning over to see. I've got this mirror, this like long, like 4-foot mirror next to me, and it's like shoved over out of the way at the moment because I didn't think I would need it today. But I use it, or have been using it. This is a new addition to the studio. It's you know, for me to like pose in and stuff, so I can get like hand poses and arm poses and stuff while I'm sitting here. So I guess these have to curl over, these knuckles, and this one comes up. Not very good, but we just flip her off as we step over her. We'll simplify the hand a little bit more. I mean, it almost looks like a talk to the hand kind of thing, you know. I still wanted to flip her off. I don't know, we might end up taking this one out. What's up, Core? what are we talking about right now? Nelly, okay. Well, Knell is not Nelly. But I get the pseudo reference. So we cleaned up the bus pick a little bit. He's flipping her off, I think. There. That's as close to a flip off as I can get at the moment. Knell. Oh, I see. You made the K silent. Not a reference. Okay, I don't even know. In fact, I don't even know. I know the name of Nelly, but I don't know who that is. Okay, the hair's not looking awful. Here's the rest of this. like sock feet, kind of. These will all get trimmed off anyway. Well, probably not, but see, people give Rob Liefeld crap about not drawing feet, but those people aren't the ones who have to draw feet all the time. You know what I mean? Even Jim Lee hates drawing feet. And if Jim Lee does it, that means it's okay. I remember him having a whole conversation with the chat about that. Because everyone, I think it was because of Rob Liefeld, everyone's going on about feet. He's like, look, I hate drawing feet. Feet are boring. And they kind of are, unless you're kind of into it. If you're into feet, then they're not that boring. You're like, I beg to differ. But then again, you know. What? You're worried about Knell? Why is that? Okay, I think that's going to be... I don't know how to do this backside. How do we do that? We just go straight across like that. I'm also learning how to abbreviate the forms a bit, so you know, this is just me learning how to draw in this style rather than the painterly stuff that I used to do. Maybe, you know, like sweatpants tuck in and you got like a sock showing. Maybe that's how that works. Don't. I don't know how to make this thing go away. It won't go away. Where's the button for that? It just did that all on its own. I hate when it does that, because then it leaves me without a way to undo it, and then I have to go search for the button that undoes it. Like, there needs to be some kind of cancel, right? Like, if you accidentally hit a button, there's no cancel. Darn it. There, that kind of messed me up. How do I do this so it doesn't look like he's wearing a diaper? This is definitely... He's definitely flipping her off. I must choose one. Wait a minute. He takes a detour to assault and insult a bird survivor in front of witnesses. Is now wearing a headband. Yes, it's how his mask stays on. You see, this is a mask. Also, why is this brush ginormous? You can only see his ears and his hair sticking out. Which sketch? The old one? Did this mess with me again? I think it did. No. There. See, here's the... and this one. The old one. There is this one. His sort of title frame. And I didn't really figure out clothes for him yet. He's just in this sort of toga thing. I need to do more drawings like this one. Holding the butterfly on the palm of his hand. Right, but this is a close-up of him. I did do a sketch in that I added in Discord on paper. That really old one. That one is there. That one is the first one. It's like kind of like the prototype when I had the idea. But you know, he has to evolve and change, and I have to make him a little bit different. The original one was a little too creepy. Okay. Let's get ready to shut this down for the day. What was I using? About a 15. Okay, that's cleaned up. That's sort of cleaned up. Yeah, this is the headband. To show it's in his hair. Shows like the back of an ear. Had the hair come down over it. I don't know how we do ears. I don't know. Damn it. Why does it do this? Click none. Because I'm hitting the other thing and I just don't get what it's doing. Because sometimes when I hit the what would be a color picker, it instead throws this freaky radio menu, which it shouldn't be doing. This is a different, I mean, this is the radio menu, but for some reason it's coming up when I hit this pen button, and that's the problem. I don't have a pen button set for that. It's just doing it. Maybe I'm hitting a shortcut and not realizing it, but so maybe we'll just hint that it's like a New York style city, but we need a name for this city, right? These drawings need to get much tighter as well. Come on, man. I don't like this dot. This dot is so gigantic. Right? And it always jumps if I don't hit that dot in the center. So then this, I think that's why this thing ends up being so big. When I let go of it, it's like maybe my hand slips or something and it gets bigger again. Yeah, this is all very off. The 4 wouldn't be there, would it? I'll have to do another step, I think. Something like that. Oh, what for the, well, I can use the slider. No, the mouse wheel isn't going to make that. Well, it will in tiny little increments. So it does work. The problem is I'm not using a normal mouse. I'm using a stylus. And I have to reach up to my quick keys, which has a wheel on it, which I can use as a scroll to do that. But that's not, it's just not fast enough. Normally I size it right here with shortcuts. What is it? Control and Alt together, and then touch and drag. The problem that I run into is that sizing it that way is difficult when it's such a tiny increment and I need to go back to that increment over and over. So because at 20, that's 20.5. If I try and nail it down to 15, it's just 17, 12, 11. It's almost impossible to nail that. So annoyingly, I have to come over here and hit like one of these presets, or have to come over here and drag this thing, but even dragging it is difficult. And then we can click the button on the side of it and then do this in increments, but it's just extra steps. So I just can't ever like figure out a fast way of doing it. And with the eraser, when I'm doing this is a temporary shortcut. So I have to keep coming over here and dragging this because it's a two-handed job. Like my left hand is pressing down on the eraser button and holding it in place. Excuse me, that's the airbrush. There. So like this, my left hand is holding the button down, so my right hand has to come over here and do this, and there's no way for me to hit that scroll with one hand. I'd have to like line it up and lift up off. Yeah, it's not good. So then that means I have to just completely hit the tool and switch back over. In other words, I just hit the tool and lift up, and it's no longer temporary, so that's when you'll see me resize it here, if I'm resizing the eraser. It's so freaking complicated, and I know I'm making it sound even more complicated. It's just a lot of extra steps because of the shortcuts. Temporary shortcut. See, like I'm using it here too. I'm just holding the button down the whole time. Then when I lift up, it'll snap back to the last tool I was using. I just don't like stopping to resize these things, or holding it in place to redo it. So then, yeah, it's a lot of extra stuff to do at once. It annoys me. I know I gripe about it a lot though, but still. How do we show an ear? Also, the brush is too damn big again. There. Maybe 12. I just cannot settle on... There. A brush that's thin enough. Maybe a 12. It's just thin. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Maybe 12 is good. It's taken me a while just to even get these shortcuts nailed to where I'm able to do them quickly. Still, I don't have enough shortcut space. I don't know how to make this look like hair back here. Welcome in, Garrett. Okay, I am going to have to shut this down for today. We went an hour long. But it's peak time in about 3 minutes, and that means I want to have my PC shut down and be down in the summer room with my dog in a few minutes so we don't have to run the AC. This is how I get away with a $59 a month electric bill in the middle of a super hot summer. Yeah, he's definitely flipping her off. And then what does he say? F you. I don't know what he's gonna say. He just kicked at her. She looks happy. Richard, yes, right. Oh, I do have to stop. I'm just gonna sit here and noodle on this all day. Okay. There. This has to get shut down. I want everyone to have a really great day. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like whatever this weirdness is. And that's it. I'm out. I want everyone to have a really great afternoon, and I'll be back tomorrow with more of drawing Knell and his bus antics.